Yup. MySubstation.com, people, Substation Live. You already know what it is. Got some of the WEUP family in here with me.
Yes, sir.
Got Manero in here. I got Product in here. What's good with y'all?
Cool. Drinking some good ass water. What's good with you?
Man, I ain't never heard that before. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. It's always all love for me. What's right off top? What's going on with you? Anything I want to let the people know? Anything new? Any projects dropping?
Yeah, man, we got a lot of projects lining up, man. We got a lot of projects. I mean, me, myself, my project, I can't even speak on it because of the ideas behind it. I know it's gonna trigger and move around the city, and you know, I just try to prevent a lot of biting, and you know, I'm prepared to drop a good project, something new for the city.
Okay.
Incredible NES, he's working hard for his next project. You know, Sparks about to tag along on a few tracks here and there, and that's Pro, you know, we're gonna get that WEUP Volume 2 going. Probably hit him off with your project.
Shit, you already know I'm working on Know My Name. We're gonna finish that up. I gotta finish that up ASAP, you know what I mean? And man, we just going for a lot of visuals this summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of definitely a lot of videos for the people to watch.
Right.
Have music where you ain't seen our music before. I mean, touchdowns, we ain't touchdowns yet. I mean, hit them type of places, man. I ain't even trying to be in Buffalo this summer.
At all. Give them some immediate contact info, booking info, if they want to get you out of town, send you some beats, features, anything like that.
Shit, man, you can contact me at Benero716 Twitter. That's my Twitter joint. I just got it up and running again. I don't know what the hell was up going with my account, man. Hackers, I don't know what it was, talking about pills and all this crazy dumb shit. But it's up and running again. We got my Facebook, Benero WEUP Nation. You know, if y'all want to get at me, email, Gmail, WEUPNation@gmail. Y'all can contact me, Product, and all the brothers on that joint. So Product got his contact.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook, Product716, you gotta spell out the 716. Twitter, Product716, you know, actual numbers on that. Same thing for the Twitter. Same thing for the Gmail, Product716@gmail.
Now let me ask, who officially is in WEUP? You know, who's a part of WEUP? I mean, I see a lot of people, you know, tagging, repping, you know, that have been down, or maybe people that's not down no more. Who are official WEUP members at this point?
I'll put it off like this: the forefathers of the WEUP movement is forever going to remain Benero and Product. You know what I mean? We the ones that started it. We, you know, from the name to the breakdown to, you know, I mean, logo, everything, me and Product, you know what I mean? Reached out to the east side. At the time, the biggest grinder brother was Valid. We pulled him in. He said, you fuck with us. So, you know, he got with the movement. As Pro, since day one, they've been banging with the movement. I mean, if y'all listen to WEUP Volume 1, that's an introduction to who the fuck really in the movement. But down the line, incredible NES tagged along, talented brother, Spanglish is crazy.
Right.
And the latest addition has been Bethany, female singer. Young Sparks just tagged along with us, you know what I mean? He's been having difficulties with a few movements he's been dealing with, but you know, real recognized real. He knows where it's at, and you know, and we jive branching out, and we just put on our first DJ, which is DJ KZ. He's in the building.
Okay.
Y'all can't see him, but DJ KZ, Kid Solo, is coming at y'all next, man.
Okay. All the way there. Now, I don't want to say like who don't fuck with, you know, but what type of energy is it in the city that y'all don't rock with? You know what I mean? I see a lot of people, you know, they talk to unity, they talk to, you know, let's get together and let's do this, let's do that. You know, but you see a lot of people that make songs together, and you see a lot of people that don't. You know, what does it take, I guess, to just be a, you know, get a collab, and then what absolutely do y'all not work with?
Look, I'll let you take that.
Oh man, let me see. Like, first of all, no sucker shit. Niggas take this rap shit in a whole other route sometimes. But other than that, if you repping the city right, I'm behind you. I'm fucking with you.
Gotcha.
You feel me? And what I mean by right is, like, let's say you go OT. You know what I mean? If they hear you rap and the first thing they say is, "Oh, he from here," and it ain't part of New York State, you ain't repping Buffalo, right? We part of New York State. You know what I mean? So that New York culture is with us. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you doing no weird ass shit, weird ass songs. You feel me? Like, I gotta enjoy your music for me to do a feature with you.
No doubt.
I mean, we ain't really got no problems with nobody. I mean, the streets know, some of the rappers know.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? We up. It's been here for mad long. We got tag-alongs. You know what I mean?
Right.
We ain't even speaking names because they ain't on our level. Not as far as music wise, but just, you know, being official and taking it everywhere other than music.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But man, shout out to the city. You know what I mean? Me personally, they say, oh, the unity thing. You know what I mean? Unity's part of We Up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I ain't doing the let's get 30 rappers together and 30 rappers support 30 rappers.
Right.
Nah, because half of these rappers can't rap.
Right. Come on, talk that shit.
And then the other half, yeah, there's another third of that can rap, but that's all they can do is rap. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't do the unity. I mean, we do it, but we don't do it.
I'm gonna put it out like this, man. The thing is, like, you know, I don't know, Product, Nez, they more open to really work with other artists, you know what I mean? But the shit is with me is like, nigga, I grew up in the street, my nigga. I grew up banging, I grew up all that shit, you know what I mean? That's my past life, but it's just so much shit. The way I reacted to back in those days, I inherited that now, you know what I'm saying? So with the music, it's the same shit. But the thing is, like, yes, you do have some people that could rap that we do like, but then check their background.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or all the shit that they talking about and all this bullshit is just exaggerated and I can't deal with that, my nigga. That's why this movement separated from a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Cause a lot of people, like, I'm not gonna make nobody, you know, I'm not gonna pull out names.
Certainly.
But there's some fuck niggas that do got special, some specific movements, but they'll just allow anybody to walk up in there. Just as long as you rock their t-shirt, and you know what I mean, do all that promotional shit, it is what it is. We good, my nigga, because at the end of the day, like, we recruited real niggas. There's no flaws in our movement. There's none. From day one, ain't nobody gonna walk these streets and say, yo, Venero, Product, or this nigga. There's nobody. I check my shit out. You know what I mean? But the shit is like, with us, our music does the promotion itself. You know what I mean? Like, we got videos online, B, that run numbers, and to be honest, it's just moving from the people themselves. It's not because we posting it 24 times a day, or, you know, telling the next person to promote it, and it's none of that shit. Our shit is self-explanatory. If you just listen, if you see how we move, it is what it is. We a nationwide because we got a lot of followers that are really fucking with us. And it's out of, like, a lot of people got 20, 30,000 followers on Twitter and all this bullshit, but Papi, at the end of the day, I walk in these streets every fucking day and I don't see it. I don't see it. You know what I mean?
Or you go to their shows and you don't see it.
And I don't see it. And not for nothing, there's another thing. I put that shit on Facebook the other day. I was like, yo, listen, it's funny how a lot of people need 4 to 10 acts to sell out a show.
Come on.
And these venues ain't that big out here, my nigga. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Me
and Product, I mean, Maggie's is small. Capacity's damn near 300 people. But at the end of the day, at 1 in the morning, they were telling people not to come in no more. And it's just 2 of our names that is really moving it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just imagine with a bigger venue, and we only really did it because we don't fuck with Maggie's ball like that. And we only did it because it was my brother's birthday.
I dig it.
And we were getting money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
we get paid. You know what I mean?
You know, and no
showed
bullshit.
up to no venue for you can have a, yo, this is a problem. This is what separates us too. Not making us big headed or anything like that, but I spend bread, B.
Right.
I go to one of the nicest studios in Buffalo. I don't record in my house. I don't record. Not saying that dudes that do don't got good sound.
No doubt.
But I ain't an engineer.
Right.
I mean, so I spend bread.
Right.
Shout out to Outer Limits, Canada Outer Limits. Like, I spend bread. So, yeah, when I first started, we get how many mixtapes I gotta give away? You feel me? What I gotta do? Like, even if I drop the next mixtape and I give it away for free,
Right.
you hear niggas talk shit or like, no, niggas is giving away their mixtapes, they can't sell it.
Right.
That's a lie, because everybody out here, my shit too, they hand me bread and I turn that down. But you know what? You know where that turned into? We pack them venues.
Right.
We get them views.
Right.
You know what I mean? We get them views. Like, look at Westside Money. Didn't nobody think Westside Money was gonna do what it did?
Right.
And you know, some people might hate, oh, it got views, but it ain't get views.
Right.
We had 20-something thousand.
Exactly.
That's street views.
Exactly.
That's barely sharing
Right.
it. That's because people.
I'm telling you,
There's no promo.
Yo, that's like
no
a
hand-
hundred
no
some
singles,
comments.
no posters.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Like, imagine if we had a machine that knew
Right.
what they was doing behind us, and we're
Right.
starting to learn little by little. Once we get that that little push, and you know, we start to learn what we need to learn. We got the music part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now we learning the business part.
Right.
Once we get that, then what's gonna be the excuse then?
Real shit.
We're not buying views. We're not
No.
buying followers. You know what I mean?
How important do you see it? And I guess almost a stupid question, but how important do you see it having your business straight? You know, in opposed to when you started, and you know it was just hitting the pavement. This is what I'm doing because I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? And you can get into the door in some places and you can get some shit done. You know, you can get the mixtapes not knocked out. You can get the features and shit in the videos, but the different doors that open up once you really have your business together. You know, how have you guys seen that once you put an emphasis on that, you know, and a real premium on that, it makes things a lot better for you.
Man, listen. I buy my studio time in a 10-hour package. You know what I mean? So I gotta drop $500 for my 10-hour package. You know what I mean? So I gotta get two to finish a mixtape basically. So of course when you seeing revenue from doing this,
Right.
it helps out. You know what I mean? And it feels good to rock a show and they like,
Right.
and we're not talking about baby shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like what's a couple hundred? A couple hundred.
Man.
You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna spend, or that's what they're gonna give us. But at the end of the day, like we done got venues
Right.
where homie came and they give us 600. We spend that at the bar.
Right. Right.
You feel me? Like what's this? You know what I mean? But I mean, it feels good. It definitely makes you want to work harder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now you see it taking a level. When I first started this shit, it was one song. I was pushing one song to everybody on the West.
Come on.
One song is what made me make a mixtape.
Right.
Acknowledge Me was the
Right.
first song I ever dropped.
It's up there on the wall of fame.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was one song, it was a slideshow on YouTube, and then I had mad copies, just one song. I was giving them out to everybody.
Right.
And I was starting getting feedback. It was just like, yo, we didn't even know you rap better than that, so
Come
Oh, We Up Volume 1 was getting bootlegged in Jersey.
word. Word, that's
My
real
own,
shit.
my own niggas
Yeah.
told me and showed
Yeah.
me the evidence. I went out there, bro. They were like, "Yo, we bootleg like 200 copies."
Come on.
I mean, on some shit like, "Yo, yeah, I did it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, more power to you, my brother.
Respect.
I salute it, whatever. You know, but nowadays it's more strict. You know, and we more on the business side of things nowadays, because I think we deserve it out of this city, man. Especially like we a unity movement, which is West and East, everything in between. But at the end of the day, if you look at the West Side, my niggas, you ain't really seen pioneers out here like that. And I think we hold that title. You know what I mean? So, you know, and it's not like he said, it's not cockiness or nothing, my nigga.
Right.
But the shit is self-explanatory. The streets talk, my nigga. And we talking about people. There's some people that never liked me, bro.
Come on.
When they see how we moving and what I'm doing with this movement,
You know, I'm sure it's
they falling in. You know what I mean? Now I see a lot of close niggas for years
Right,
that
right.
they've been close. They know not to interfere with shit, whatever. But now they just like they don't want nothing. They
Right.
they run their mouth. But at the end of the day, it's the same bird niggas that you only see in person, and
Right.
you know, ain't
Like-
really shit. bro.
Like, let's keep it 100, Chad. All the way 100. I'm gonna mention some names, right? And you tell me if you can add anybody onto this list.
Yeah.
When you come to West Side, Product, Binero, S Pro, Shane Grams. You want to add somebody to that list? I'm not just really making noise. You know what I mean? Bar for bar going in. Would you like to add somebody to that list?
Man, I mean, shit. You see,
Cause other
Then
the
this-
hard
this is-
niggas come from the east side.
Yo, look, this is just the rappers that's actually going consistent. Cause I can add more to the list. You got Ness. He's with us though. That's WEUP. You got Pablo Dinero. That's my man. I fuck with Pablo.
Yeah, he fuck with the movie.
You know what I mean? He fuck with the movement heavy. Other than that, who?
Yeah.
The first people I named is actually putting music out,
Right.
pushing music. You know. Other than that, you really can't
Man,
think
Hot.
of.
I could say Hot. That's probably the only person I could think of off the top of my
Oh,
head.
Hot, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Hot need to do more?
Huh.
He need visuals.
He do like a motherfucker.
He push
Definitely.
songs, but
Right.
you need them visuals.
Right.
Man.
And you don't see him at all.
You know what I mean? And you
Right.
need them shows,
Yeah.
you need them visuals.
Definitely
You know
right.
what I mean?
about that.
Oh, and Rad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rabbit.
Right.
After that, what's poppin'?
Yeah.
I fuck with
Right,
both of them
Stevie.
boys.
Now let me ask y'all this, because it's crazy that you bring that up. You know, I grew up on the west side, Niagara, Massachusetts, and then Vance and Delavan. You know, but it was a lot more. It was a lot more. I don't really want to say unity per se, but it was a lot more unified back then. You know, whether it was a 1015 or it was a FEB, you know, or whether it was the niggas at the top of Mass, you know what I'm saying, or Rhode Island, or you know whatever, what have you, know, Lakeview, anything else. You know, it was a lot more unified within whatever set you was in. You know, but nowadays it's none of that. You know, I mean, you have, I don't really want to say like OGs, but I mean, you got the ones that follow the OG code. You know, you figure people that's like between, I would say, 24 and 32. You know, and then you got the older OGs that know what it is and don't even get involved in it that way. You know, but for, at least I know me coming up, for something that was so strong, you know, where did that go? You know, because I know now you see on the east side,
The streets is locked up.
the west side didn't look like the east side now.
Niggas is starving.
Yeah, the streets is
You know what I
locked. Like the streets is locked, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like, but that's the shit. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like WEUP started at a perfect time.
Right.
Like we created ourselves and started moving when the streets were dead, bro. Because
Right.
I'm telling you, the feds took everybody.
That's true.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about every squad done,
Yeah.
done. You know what I mean? And that's at a moment where everybody's like, where can we go? What can we do? Who can we run to? And
Right.
boom, the next hottest thing they could really relate to besides trying to gangbang or rep a block. It's like, who's really doing it for our city? Now everybody rapping. Even my mailman raps. You know what I mean? Whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, Jive, my dude Jive, I got mad love for Bloods, Cribs, Disciples,
Right.
everybody, and I'm a
Right.
king myself. You know what I mean? And I get love from opposite sets. This didn't happen when I was banging. This happens because of this music shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is really like people that I would have, you know, would have really got at me, or I would have got at him back in the day. But now it's just like the music, they salute it, they respect it. But like I said, the streets right now, it's starting to shape back up, shape back up. You know what I mean? And I really feel like there's so many rappers, and they should just try
Definitely too many motherfucking rappers.
to really do what inside of them tells them to do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, the light shines on the right stars, man. Like,
Man,
come on.
you couldn't have said that no better. Now let me ask y'all, as far as I see y'all was just OT, was making moves. How's that love? You know, different from the love or lack of love that you might get in the city. You know, and how much, I guess, how much more respected do y'all get? You know, when y'all be out of town and you know y'all be around other real niggas and they can respect the grind.
Shit. Like, this is the way I look at it, right? When I go OT, it's like you gotta stick to what you know. You feel uncomfortable somewhere, you ain't gonna mix in with them people. You know what I mean? So like it don't matter where we go. I mean, just for example, like Rochester.
Right.
I'm a Buffalo nigga. I go to Rochester, they show me more love than Buffalo.
Right.
Right? Now, I go over there, I go to Clinton Ave with all the Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean? I go to the places where they want to hear hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't no, he a Buffalo rapper. Ain't none of that when I go out there.
Right.
Why? Because I'm giving them what they want to hear. Now, if I was trash, it wouldn't have been no love.
Right.
You feel me? And no matter where we go, it's always official niggas with us. So if I'm in a hood in Jersey, or I'm in the hood in the city,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like when they went to Wash Heights, they got Nest. You know what I mean? Anywhere we go, we got official niggas with us.
Shit.
So it's love wherever we go. You know what I mean?
Yo, Washington Heights, my nigga, got a crazy love and support for that incredible NES cat, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yo, the Washington Heights is
It's
his.
crazy, bro.
Like-
Washington Heights is his, my nigga.
It's his.
Little kids, old folks, blind people, people with canes, you know, gays, whatever, straight, whatever, man. All that. Yo, I'm talking about like, yo, we was on that block from probably like 4 p.m. to 4 in the morning.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Those boys, everybody got the block. I mean, you know, cops passing by left and right in the paddy wagons, not harassing them, nothing. That New York City style, like, you know what I mean? But throughout the 8-9 hours, my dude, I was like, yo, this nigga got love out here, dude. And he made sure that WEUP was known out there, my nigga. Like, I feel like we made a bigger impact than people going to bomb cities with stickers and shit. You know what I mean?
Come on. Now,
And
when
that
you see shit like that, how does that, you know, how does that make you move for the next move? You know, what type of energy does that give you, or you know, give y'all for your, you know, for your next move? You be like, damn, like, this is the love they showing, bro.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
it's a push. It's a push. What I love about this movement is also that we people that, you know, we go out there, we see people give us love, show us the amount of respect, the way they adore us. We don't come out here and brag about it. You know what I'm saying? We rather allow the shit to be self-explanatory. Everybody's gonna see for themselves. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people. They might go to New York City and be like, yo, these 10 people love me, so they come out here and be like, yo, these millions of people are following me, and you know what I mean? But
Like this summer we're gonna get all the footage. We're gonna stop talking about it. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna show them.
Right.
Like next time we go to the Heights, we're gonna show them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now they familiar now. Shout out to Ness, my brother. You know what I mean? Now they familiar now.
yeah.
Like if I go to Rochester, I'm gonna get the footage. I'm gonna show y'all what.
Yeah.
Like you would think I'm from Rochester.
Come on.
Jamestown got mad love for us too.
Yeah, we're
Shout out
Jamestown.
to Jamestown.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jamestown. Shout out to my man Print, man. That nigga's doing big moves out there with that camera, bro.
Come on, man.
Cannon Boys, holla at your boy, man.
Yeah, I dig that. Now, what's going on with your outside music?
Outside of music, man.
Clothes, acting, films, midgets, whatever.
We got like 3 films that are looking that, you know, we're still trying to debate of which one to go with right now.
Okay.
But we got like 3 lined up. Yeah. The clothing, the We Up Nation apparel is gonna be coming soon, but we ain't really focused on that field yet.
Right.
Yeah, most of the shit we rock is grimy.
Yeah, we still into that grimy love. We're not into that,
no,
you know,
don't do the.
Fabio shit.
Nah, man. Give me some motherfucking some retros or something nice with a champion hoodie and a fitted cap that match, and I'm good. I mean, I'll put We Up all over that shit.
I dig it. What's the biggest thing other than originality? What's the biggest thing missing from the 716 music scene at this point?
Man, just that push.
Yeah.
We got, and there ain't a lot,
Right.
but we got a couple artists, right? Outside of my camp, I ain't even talking about anybody in my camp. We got a couple artists that definitely have potential, but at the same time, like I don't know, B. It's weird. You know what I mean? It's definitely just because of the city that a lot of these dudes ain't on yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's definitely because of the city, man. And that go with the promoters. That go with everybody.
Talk that shit.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I don't even like DJ Bandana Black. You know what I mean? DJ C Perfect. So only 2 DJs that show love.
Right.
Only 2. You feel me?
Right.
Shit, man. And that's it. Like, that's for every artist out here.
Gotcha.
every artist will complain about promoter, you know what I mean? DJ.
Right.
There's some promoters out here on their job though. They doing their thing, they reach out to artists,
No doubt.
you know what I mean?
No doubt.
But that's my biggest thing. I think it's the city that's holding a lot of the dudes back. It's our city, you know what I mean? But shit, that goes for everything. I mean, every year they adding something to Buffalo.
Right.
Casino.
Right.
They building the Marriott.
Tell people, man. That's
You know what I
that's the
mean?
shit you
They
gotta
talk
do
about
for.
building another amusement park by the water. They talking about bringing the Bills Stadium. You know what I mean?
Right.
All that is gonna help the city. You know what I mean? Once the city get back, like if you look back before any of us was here,
Right.
this was this is where the rich people come to stay.
Hey, what's poppin'?
People wanted to visit Buffalo.
People ain't even want to rap.
Come on.
Yeah.
Say
So
that shit again.
people ain't even want to rap.
Come on.
But-
Not everybody with a rap.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, some dudes need to quit, other dudes.
Nah, that's word, man. Like I think that's a big downfall for Buffalo.
Right.
Everybody want to
Everybody
be a
rap.
rapper.
Man.
You know what I mean? And not for nothing, my dude. Like I felt bad for these past 2 years a little bit. That's why my name ain't been bubbling like that, like crazy. But it's because I stepped out of that realm of the rappers.
Right.
Dude, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to step out, branch out, and I know my movement looks at me like partial brain of this movement. You know what I mean? So like I was like, fuck it, let me expand over here. I already had experience with photography,
Sure.
videography, movies, and putting everything together. And I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But also, what else was I doing?
What wasn't you doing?
Yeah, that was
I
that's
know,
the
man.
real
Like,
question.
I can't.
He was
put
going
it like
at-
this. I was trying to branch
all that.
out all ways, my nigga.
He was
I
going
was
at-
trying to branch out all ways,
Right.
for the love of the movement. But at the end of the day, I felt like, even my own niggas were like, yo, you know what? You don't look happy.
Come on.
Nah, it's time to
And
get
this
back.
is where you should be at, bro.
Come on.
This is where you should be at. You know what I'm saying? We a music movement.
I dig it.
There's a lot, we were fucking with niggas doing our videos and all that bullshit, but they turn into fuck boys and, get a little fame off our shit and you know what it is.
Turn sideways.
Yeah.
Don't want to do
Hey yo, listen, my dude. At the end of the day, you fuck with WEUP, you fucking with money. Cause we don't half-ass shit. You give me a price, we're giving it to you.
Right.
We don't lowball. We
don't
none
tell
of
him that. Don't
shit.
tell him that.
No,
tell him that.
listen. I don't want him to get it fucked up.
Nigga,
I don't want
I'm
him
trying to get a
fucked
deal.
up.
Right.
Yo, we can shit. If we shooting 6-7 videos with you,
Right.
Yeah,
we
you gonna have to draw up
throw us a
contracts.
free one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we ask you for free. We ask you for a video, never free. Nothing ever free. We
Right.
ask, for the beats, anything. We ain't looking for. We pay our hours. That's incredible NES right there, man.
Yeah.
See him?
That's what up.
See him? He's right there.
Come on.
It's probably outside, but it is what it is. We can keep it going.
You think it's downstairs?
Yeah.
What downstairs on there?
Okay, what's the new thing?
Yeah, we good.
Fuck it.
He's gonna.
Man,
Yo,
but-
incredible NES. We love him, my nigga.
Yeah, it's all love, bro. Let me ask you all this. Now, not as far as like in comparison or in competition to anybody really. That's I guess around here. But when you see things like you see the Future and them boys, they
Shout
got
out
the
to
tour
Future.
with MTV, or you see like a West Side Gun and the Rhymes and Dimes.
Shout out to Westside
Or,
Gun.
like Godzilla's Joe, you know what I'm saying? He getting the press out in Rochester. When you see stuff like that, and you hear so many people say, man, there's no opportunities for Buffalo, or, niggas in Buffalo, they don't get no love. And when you see stuff like that, and you see that the outlets are opening up to us, does that give you an extra motivation, an extra push? And, I don't want to say like slighted, but how do you feel that when people are asking, or checking for who's the hottest in the city, and you guys aren't some of the first names that are brought up? You know what I mean? Because it's not like the lyricism and the consistency doesn't speak for itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just don't want to outright call people haters.
Mhm.
But I mean, when you see what it is,
You want me to show you what everybody you just named got in common? Future. He'll leave Buffalo in quickness.
right,
This is what I mean about going OT.
right.
Godzilla's Joe.
Mhm.
I know Godzilla's Joe. How many years? About 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knows my cousin and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We met though, and he moved to New York City. You feel me? Who else do we name? We name West Side Gun.
Gun.
Shit, he grinded in ATL. Don't you live there? So that just shows you what stepping out the city can bring.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And you know, shit, that's what it's need. Like,
I don't know. I think you get a bigger outcome if when you traveling in person,
Yeah,
networking and socializing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Than being on the internet all day and
Right.
That don't happen to every boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not everybody gets signed by Soulja Boy.
Come on, say that shit. Yeah. So,
Ah!
you know, they
we up.
they go ahead and sit on the internet all day. You know, being a
Nah, man.
Facebook,
That ain't a good look
Twitter.
for Buffalo.
Yeah, nah.
Right.
I would rather be in person. Like, yo, this nigga just gave me a
Right.
deal in person.
Right.
He fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yo, I was on Twitter. And I was texting this dude, and he was like, "Oh fuck it, I like that one song or one word you said, and got you." But don't let that internet shit hype you up either, man. Because all these niggas are all about bullshit sometimes, man. Like they'll tell you they'll give you a deal, and then you know what? We don't want you no more.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Don't let that shit gas.
You know what it is too, though. A lot of people, when they bring up the best in the town, I don't even pay attention to them.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Because
There's a lot of biased dick riding going on.
yeah, and you know what it is though, like niggas really don't know the work people put in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so if you got somebody, let's say, you know, just a random dude, you've been checking out the local talent, and he might say, okay, the best in the town. This is just off top. You know what I mean? Best in the town is so and so, so and so, so and so, and this is the exact reasons. You know what I mean? Oh, my man put me on to him. I checked out his video. It's dope. He been grinding for this long, and he been consistent. He's dope. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't know what's going on. Like you mentioned, best in the city, right? You mentioned we done opened up for D12, Paul Wall. Shout out to Bliss. He done went and did the flock of shit.
Bliss, what up?
Me and Bliss performed for Fat Joe, Mano, Red Cafe in Niagara Falls. We opened up for him. We didn't chop out.
Right.
You know what we did? Called up Armageddon,
Come
Fat
on.
Joe's man.
Come on.
That's my man.
Right.
Yo, we want to perform. He made that happen for us.
Man, you hear
That
what
was
he's saying?
connects.
You hear what he's saying?
You know what I mean?
You don't gotta go through these janky promoters that's trying to charge niggas
Look at
$500.
a lot of people don't even know though.
Open up for
We
somebody.
opened up and we got paid to open up for him. We opened up for Machine Gun Kelly.
Come on.
And we
In Buffalo.
And we got paid too.
And we got paid.
Come on.
Nah, we ain't let
And
that
you want to
go.
know what happened? You know what's crazy? When we left, the club left with us.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Now that's one thing I definitely could say. I mean, I've been to some WEUP shows, and honestly too, just back to the names that you named, that you know that the whole whoever is making noise right now from the west side, when they're even down to like a go get, you know what I'm saying? When the west side has shows, they show up. You know, they definitely show up. Now, do you think that you can, you know, I guess without facilitating the situation financially, you know, but do you think you can take that same type of move on the road, you know, for the people who claim to support? Like, man, we gotta bust 100 of y'all, let's go.
Listen, Jamestown, hour and a half away.
Yep.
I'm telling people, yo, I got a show in Jamestown, right? Promoter want me to go out there, you know what I mean? This was, yo, you ever been to Jamestown?
Yeah.
Couple times. Why? What's poppin'? Yo, I got a show lined up. It's all college kids.
Come on.
Oh, college?
Yeah.
Shit, what you need? You know what I mean?
Right.
What you need? Shit, I want you to come perform. Say no more.
Yeah.
I hear college, I'm there. You feel me? What we do? We went and got the biggest party bus we could.
Come on.
We put that shit, man, tickets were sold out damn near 2 weeks after I said it.
That's what's
People was trying, we could have, like, not even bullshit, we could have probably got 2 or 3 of them on.
Nah, we could have definitely had like 2 buses, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We pulled up, you should have seen the promoter's face.
Yeah.
It got so real, right? It got so real. He was like, alright, listen, I came up to him, I was like, yo, I got all the money for everybody to get in. He's like, he didn't even know if he should take the money.
Right.
Then he was like, just was a player. He was like, I was like, yo, but you see the line. He let everybody in. We didn't get ID.
Right.
We didn't get checked.
Come on.
And the bouncers was stressing everybody when
Player
they pulled
shit.
up. bring about 40 people with us.
Right,
You come
right.
from Buffalo, you go over there, you with 40 deep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's love all the way.
And we could, like I said, we could have bring another 2 buses. I didn't know it was gonna turn out like that, so I just got the one.
Come on.
You know what I mean? But when we go out, look at, I mean, perfect thing. This is like when we did the little shows in Ohio. You know what I mean? We never had an upsetting show.
Right.
Never. There was never only 20 people in front of us, and those shows had numbers. I mean, the one in Ohio is actually 3 different stages in that joint. Joint is huge. Every joint. Oh, we always had people. Always. Ohio people. Matter of fact, if you check the I Don't Need a Belt video that was on one of the Crush DVDs, I don't remember exactly which number, you'll see about 3 or 4 people you never seen before.
Right.
These was people that hopped on stage just because they was feeling the energy.
Come on.
Bunch of goonies. You
Real
feel
shit.
me?
Real shit.
That we was just, chopping it up with. I love going OT. Especially, you know what I like doing? I like meeting artists OT.
Yes. Yes.
Because you go over there, you know what I mean? You hit them with that freestyle or something like that, and they see, especially if you got bars, you got real bars, they like,
link, son.
yo, son, listen, I need the email, I need all this, we gonna push you out here, I need the feature.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of brand, I got paid for features in Ohio and shit like that. That's where brand come from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you meet them, y'all stay in contact through email, through Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. Then they go, oh shit. They start checking all the videos out. They like, hey, I need some of that buzz over there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, man. And let me ask y'all, at what point, obviously not, being where you are now, but at what point were you guys, looking at the music side, and saying, or if there ever was a point, where you were saying, maybe this isn't for me, maybe not so much I'm not cut out for this, but maybe this isn't really what I want to be a part of, and how far away, or where was your mindset when you were your furthest away from where you are now, and knowing where you're going now?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, right? Just let me think real quick, because I don't want to say the wrong song and it's not in the right time. At one point, I ain't rapped for 2 years, and when I came back, we dropped. I didn't know rapping, no shows, no nothing.
Right.
We dropped But Let's Got That Product. A lot of people don't know that. Acknowledge me. The buzz I got off one song that turned into like 4 or 5 songs on the MySpace page. We were performing then.
Yeah.
Man, it was weird. The West took on to me so fast. I was 17. 17? Yeah, 17 performing in Space. You remember Space?
Whoa. Yeah.
I was getting fucked up in Space.
Yeah.
I was drinking Henny straight at 17, getting fucked up in Space, dude. Performing though.
Yeah.
Just off the strength of four or 5 songs that I was dropping.
Right.
Then I stopped, and I ain't released nothing until Bliss Got That Product came out. And then from there, like it was a gap, but we was still dropping music. We was dropping hella music. You know what I mean? Then Acknowledge Me. No, actually, then We Up. We Up Volume 1, right? Then Acknowledge Me, I think it went like that. But at one point I did stop. Like when I started seeing, no disrespect to the South, I love the South, this artist, you know what I mean, that I'm a fan of. But man, when they started dropping shit and I started seeing that they was running shit so hard that lyrics didn't matter, I ain't want to be a part of rap no more. I'm like, man, if I can't, what's the point of being nice?
Man.
You're supposed to be able to, the goal is to get on a track with another nice nigga, another nice rapper.
They want you to win with a rap with it.
Nah, I'm trying to chew your fucking head off.
We don't do
I'm
that
trying to
with
Kendrick
you,
Lamar
man.
niggas, man.
Come on.
City boys.
But without mentioning you. You feel me? Like Kendrick Lamar jumped out the box and actually dissed people.
Right.
I'm trying to go. Every feature I do or something like that, I try to Kendrick Lamar it, but not dissing you. But I'm trying to kill some shit. You know what I mean?
Come on.
I'm trying to have like, if nobody knows me where you from, they gotta listen to that one song and be like, I need to find this
nigga, right?
You know what I mean?
Man, speaking of I need to find this nigga type of shit, man. Listen, Buffalo Dave, hit me, nigga. Now just to jump off of that, you were saying about the Kendrick Lamar and the Control, what he did to Control. Gotta ask. Rabbit did what he did. how did you feel, you know, for the state of the city and the response? And then do you feel like that was necessary to light a fire under a lot of these non-rapping niggas in the city?
We're gonna do it like this, right? When it first dropped, I'm gonna keep it all the way at 1,000.
Keep it 1,000.
When it first dropped, I had about 6 messages in my inbox and a couple text messages, right? They're like, yo, check out Rab's joint.
Yeah.
I know, I met Rab before that, you know what I mean? Like me and Rab always chopped it up. He's always told me he liked my music. He's always supported the music, you know what I mean? And that's my man, Pretty's Peoples, you know what I mean? It's always been love, so I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, yo, he just did a Buffalo diss. So as soon as I seen that, I didn't even check the rest of the messages. I'm like, I gotta go check this song out.
Check it out, yeah.
Right? And see if my name was mentioned. That's the first thing I thought, because I heard the Buffalo diss. So I'm listening to the song, right? Then when I go back to the rest of the messages is like, Rab put out a Buffalo diss and then diss you. Yo, people was mad my name didn't get mentioned. Now I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, you know Rab, first of all, I know Rab, you know what I mean? Second, Rab from the West. Like, why? So I'm trying to defend, like, why would he diss me?
Right.
I know it, why would he diss me? Oh, well, he said, if he ain't diss you, you ain't hot. See, first of all, we're not worried about that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm watching it, I love it.
Right.
I'm watching, I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
I want to see. Especially when he mentioned a couple rappers' names.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned the right ones right there. Like, I can't wait for the responses. I'm a fan of hip hop.
Right, all day.
You know what I mean? They say 50 killed New York music from dissing. Fuck you talking about?
Right.
They need to hop off 50's back, man.
Man.
First of all, the Josh shit was a bully shit. I ain't really care about that. The songs was tight.
Right.
But when he was going at Jada, Jada came back with the animal joint.
Right.
I love hearing that type of element of hip hop. You know what I mean? Rappers come at their best when they feel like somebody's coming for their spot or somebody coming for their head. You know, but it was just surprising that everybody was mad at me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I ain't really like the it was about 30 rappers that wasn't named.
And niggas was listen.
It got to the point.
It was probably about 2 or 3 good responses. Really, and to me, I think the best responses were the people that didn't even come at Rabbit directly. You know, were just coming on and being like, man, shit, I acknowledge what happened, and this is a sport, and I'm here for the culture.
Who do you think was the best responses? Give me your top 3.
Conway had a good response. One thing I did also respect about the responses was people who didn't use the same beat. You know, I definitely respected that.
Yeah, I like that.
Conway had a good response. Ali Black had a good response.
Ali Black was one of them that he didn't mention though, right?
Yes.
You know what I didn't like about it? At one point they wanted to turn it into a West Side, East Side.
They did.
Right?
They did.
And I seen, when I seen that stat, you could call Rab and ask me. When I seen the stat, like, fuck ass West Side boys, I'm like, they turn this into a West Side, East Side shit. I'm hopping in my bag and I'm backing Rab up. First of all, I like Conway's response. Benny's response was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I liked Thugsman's response. You know, Thugsman went a whole other way. Thugsman took it back some 90s type shit on him.
I forgot all about that. Now that I think about it.
That chick, that rabbit stew?
Yeah, I think Dougie didn't have one.
I fuck with Dougie. Dougie show love too. He another one that show love.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But it was a good look for Buffalo. I didn't take it no type of way. I don't think nobody else should have.
Right.
You know, it's competitive. I mean, at the same time, you got to understand, and I'm pretty sure Rab did. He said he knew everybody he was talking about, so he knew it wasn't going to turn into anything else. You know what I mean?
I said, when nobody
That's the only thing you gotta worry about. You diss somebody, I mean, it might not just be rap after rap. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if you know somebody and it's friendly competition, just shit, I'm all for that.
Now let me ask, with the WEUP, there is also sometimes some confusion with the we us, you know, and not to say like whoever, you know.
We was here first, we check the record.
The streets know what it is, man.
Check the record. I mean, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna look like that though.
Right.
Because they was moving and they moving hard. I mean,
See,
like
I
you should.
Say that there's something
They
like that
moving
even
hard,
matter
yeah.
when you know.
Not to me.
Okay.
First of all, I mean, like I said,
Yeah, but we built from the streets. We ain't
Yeah,
built
like-
from online.
yeah.
We built from
We
the
took
scratch,
it from the ground up.
You know what I mean? Like,
And our shit got a meaning to it, like I said.
Right.
West East Unity progression, our shit is all. We done had people say, yo,
Right.
what y'all doing? Like, there's already this.
Right.
And I'll pull a card quicker than a motherfucker, man. Play with me. Fuck you, me. This us, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't play that sucker shit. We ain't about to hop on nobody's movement. We ain't hopping on nobody's momentum.
Right.
We ain't hopping on nobody's wave. We ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's not what we do.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, you can't compare it. Niggas bars on this
yo,
side.
listen, man. You said, what was the name of it?
Like, put views aside.
Who?
It's
We
official.
us.
Alright. Last
Bars
time,
on this
hopefully
side.
last time we hear that name right now. Peep game, man. I approached Homeboy, man. One of the clubs in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Keep this shit $1. I don't like to mention names or movement. Cause it ain't we up. I ain't mentioning nothing.
All day.
I went to Homeboy, man, and y'all already know what I'm talking about. I went to dude. I'm like, yo, listen. You know, I had the logo on my phone. I got the stamp everywhere I go, regardless. Show it to man. He's like, we up. I never heard of it. I'm like, for real? That's some funny shit. You in downtown right now, damn near the west side. You know what I mean? Like, never heard of us. Nah, never heard of it. I'm like, well, you know what? There's something in the street right now to where, you know, it's too similar.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we've been out here for the past 2 years, and y'all just started this shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the streets in the west side is more heated over the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because online, me and Prime, man, we fall back because the streets know what it is. You know what I mean? Now, in the west side, people were talking about like, yo, we see this nigga gonna tuck his chain on and do this and do that because we don't fuck with it. That's just how hard-headed niggas is in the west side, you know what I mean? Getting back to the joint, I showed him the logo, whatever. He's like, nah, never heard of him. Alright, I guess homeboy went inside. He's like, yo, come inside, let's talk inside. I don't know what it was. You know, definitely he knows he in the west side. He ain't have no chains on or nothing. You know what I mean? He knows what it was. Goes inside, I go inside. I guess he went to the bathroom, whatever. I'm talking to this man, which I believe it was his manager, that's what he said. Because he had this, one of the little logos on the forehead right there, on the fitted.
Nah, that's a producer.
Producer, whatever the fuck he is, man. Look it, I went and I showed him the phone. He's like, we up. Yeah, product. Valid, Pinero. Matter of fact, my artist just did a track with Valid last night. I'm like, he just told me he don't know what We Up is. And Valid is that type of brother to rep that shit every sentence he talks. You know what I'm saying? He was that type of dude at that time. So it's like, bro, you can't bullshit me. There's just so many flags thrown in the air that just points at it to where, like,
You know what though? As long as there's no confusion, we can care less.
nah, man, listen, bro.
As long as there's no confusion, we can care less. The thing that we wasn't mad about the name.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not mad at he
Just fess up to the
he
shit.
He getting views. I don't care how he came up with it. But he getting views, he doing his thing. Do your thing, my bro. But when we scream we up, we don't want them thinking we represent his type of music.
Right.
That's where the yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And that, I mean, that's what it is. We don't do that type of music.
And I don't discredit the artists in the in that
There's a couple.
movement,
There's a
you know
couple
what I mean?
artists.
Yeah, there is.
Johnny
you know
Hustle.
what I mean?
I met Johnny Hustle. Talking.
He's working with
Raw.
him. There's been a few that reach out to me. There's been a few that reach out to Ness. You know what I mean? And of course, valid.
You know what I mean?
But it's like, you know what I mean? We a small city, my nigga. Like ain't shit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, my nigga, I sat down when I made We Up. I made sure there was nothing similar to the shit, and I did my homework, and I knew pioneers, and I knew couples out here in the music business that knew what it was. You know what I mean? They're like even from names, anything we do, I make sure that nobody got that idea.
Right.
Even track names, video ideas, everything. I do my homework, man.
He's a
you know what I'm saying?
He won't,
I'm
he won't
yeah.
name a song after it because somebody
Like
else-
yo, listen, we shot. I say like 2 or 3 videos already, right?
Yeah.
We ain't dropping.
We ain't dropping.
I don't like it. And we spent money. We had people travel, makeup artists, this person, and you know,
Just
extra.
some of them is raw, but if you got one little fuck up, it's like nah,
Yeah,
bro,
and it's not the
nah.
track. It's not the track. The track is fifth. But for a track at that caliber, we need a video at that caliber. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Now let me ask, at this point, you know, the label's approach, or whoever the fuck, you know, their approach.
No, we don't want to label that.
Nothing.
We want
Nah.
fans. We chasing fans. We're not chasing labels.
Yeah, we
Fuck the label.
So
I mean, if the opportunity came,
yeah,
we sit down. We're gonna take that meeting.
right.
But we know what they're gonna offer us. We not big headed.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
sit here and be like, man.
Like a label deal for We Up or nothing, y'all wouldn't be.
Yeah. Jump,
Shit
yeah,
like
we
that.
gonna, yeah. Like I said, it all depends what comes with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, if they come up and they like, listen, distribution deal.
Right.
My man, I'm good.
I'm good. Right.
I'm good with the distribution.
Not that.
I'm not about to pump my head up. You're not about to pump my head up. I know guys with distribution deals. You know what I mean? You know what they
Still
doing?
they mother.
Exactly nothing. Then I know other dudes with distribution deals that's making moves. You feel me? But that's not what I want right now. Now if we get to a place with a buzz, they come up, they're talking some money and it ain't got nothing to do with no 360 or something like that.
Right.
You know, yeah, we sit down and make that happen. I mean, we do this for the love. We
But that's what we ain't
want
looking
that
for.
paper.
We ain't looking for deals. Because at the end of the day, the deals that are offered nowadays is just like, it's probably a waste of life, man. Like, you know
But
what
you
I
know,
mean?
you gotta think about it. Me and my cousin Easy Money, he's off camera too. Shout out to Easy Money. We sat down the other day, right? We was talking about like, who run the game, you know, as far as breadcrumbs.
Right.
You know, P Diddy #1 when it comes to
Right.
rappers. Then you got Jay-Z. Then you got Dr. Dre. Then you got 50. So we looking through this list and we like, hold on, something's weird with this list, right? Forbes only follows the rappers that's really moving. If they still relevant, you gotta be selling something, you gotta do something. So I said, what about Master P? Last time I checked, Master P was worth 350 million. So we get to the Google. That gets even deeper.
Right.
I did not know Master P's record label sold 75 million
Listen,
independently.
what back in like '96 though? If you just started from '96.
75 million.
Wow.
They said that most of his income, Jay, all them, they got other incomes. It's not just rap.
Right.
If it was just rap, they'd be broke.
Right.
Not broke, but they wouldn't be as
They
rich as
wouldn't be
they
where
is.
they at. Jay wouldn't have 700 million.
You heard
Yeah,
Master
Fuck
P.
wouldn't have 400.
Master P.
They said
I
he
see
made
that.
more than half his that 350 million. More than half came off album sales.
$10,000 investment.
I seen
$10,000. He turned $10,000 into 350
I
million.
seen this shit yesterday. Master P.
What was it?
He paid for 50's first tour.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Another thing, his first movie, he couldn't get a deal for it. This is what I said. He spent how much was it? He spent $1 million to do a movie. Right? That was the budget for the movie. He only sold 200,000 copies of the movie. But he put it out independently.
Right.
He made 10 million
Right.
for spending $1 million. 10 million
That's
independently.
tenfold, my nigga. That's 100. That's
But you know,
1,000% right there.
he knows what he got behind him. He knows,
Right.
you know what I mean. At one point, everybody was running around with Master P charms and shit like that.
With the big tape
Ah.
chain. Niggas had the big silver tape joint.
Word.
12.
Word. I used to have
Everybody everybody had the little silver joints,
Yeah.
no limit joints.
Silver. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa, man. And see, even looking at something like that, man, you know, past like Bad Boy when Bad Boys movement, Master P, that No Limit, that was the first real movement that was just biting niggas' heads off. You know, Silver Shocker, Mystical, Fiend, Mia X. You know what I'm saying? And it was a real unified movement. You know, you don't get too much of that nowadays in hip hop. You know, you get from you know what I'm saying? You get shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, not to take nothing away from nobody, but no man is gonna be inside my crew wearing a dress and saying it's a dress.
what the fuck was we talking
You know
about
what I'm
today?
saying? And I mean,
What did you say that I said was mad funny?
you know, that's the direction that we go.
Yo, the nigga said, I said, yo, Nicki's one of the hottest female rappers, right? And he said, yeah. I said, she probably the most gangster. He said, nah, this niggas wearing dresses now. You know what I mean?
For real though.
They take it like that shit is man uncalled for.
That's fashion, though.
That's fashion dresses. And you know what's crazy? Conway wore not Conway, damn. Kanye wore a dress, didn't he? And he's supposed to be the fashion guru of hip hop right now.
It was a killer.
He was talking about it was like
It was a dress.
He was on his Roddy Piper shit.
Yeah.
It was a dress.
He was feeling the Scottish culture.
Hell no. Kanye wore a dress. Who was the other one? YG? Was it YG? He's from the West Coast, ain't he, or some shit like that?
Not YG.
Who was it?
Yeah, no, YG.
What's
That's
YG?
the stoner nigga, right?
He's the one that said it was a dress.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He said
ASAP Rocky wore a dress too. That's
That
why I
man
stopped
really
listening
go
his
to the
music.
dress shop.
ASAP said it was a long shirt, and he's from Harlem, and he's into high fashion. And it was
Who said that?
That was a summer dress he was wearing, B.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Fuck out of here.
he said.
I liked ASAP.
That's called in Spanish. They call it a bata, and that's pajama dress.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's still a dress.
It's a long nightgown. Yeah. Right. All the way right now. Let me ask you just two more before we get out of here.
Yeah.
The state of the female MC. You know, what do y'all feel? You know, how do y'all feel about that? You know, with these females that I guess either they want to be, you know, too hard. You know, like what Lil' Kim was before she turned into hardcore Lil' Kim, or they want to be the Nicki Minaj. You know, and then just the overall. You know, if you guys were to be the forefront, you know, the mantelpiece for what Buffalo hip hop is. You know, if you guys were to be the flag bearers, you know, let's just say, for lack of a better term, you know, how would you represent that, and how would that move for you, and then thus, you know, open up better things for the city? Because one thing I always say, people be like, I'm putting on for my city, I'm putting on for my city. And I always say, putting on for your city means a lot more than just having on a I Love Buffalo hoodie and a Sabres hat.
No, you gotta rep the city the right way.
Yeah.
As far as the female artist shit go, the hardcore shit is alright. You know what I mean? If you want to be successful, especially if you're an attractive female, sex sells. That's why Nicki does so good. You know what I mean? And she turned pop. You know what I mean? And that's another reason. So she gets a whole different fan base once she touched that. You know what I mean? I know some chicks that'll beat the shit out of some boys out there. Beat the shit out of some niggas out there. But I mean that game. I mean, I don't know. It all depends. Like, you know what I mean? If you got your image, got to go with it.
Right.
You can't be, dressed like a Barbie, and talking shit like G.I. Joe. That shit don't match. You know what I mean? But as far as for the city, man, yeah. I mean, everywhere we go, when they ask us, it's not yo, where you from? It's not yo, we from New York.
Right.
We ain't scared. We ain't ashamed of where we from. You know what I mean? We proud. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know what Buffalo is. They start Googling it. They start looking at it. Like I got a lot of dudes from the city that I mess with. You know, shout out to Frank Boy. He's actually Superstar J's artist and shit. And he's like, he'll sit there and tell you like, yo, in the city, like they really, if you get somebody that's never been out in New York City, they look at Buffalo like, but that's foreign country.
Right.
He from Queens,
Right.
you know what I mean? So he like, they don't know what it's like out here. Like, he like, man, this is it's almost like the city, except y'all don't got as much people. It's not as
Right.
fast moving. He said, and it's a good thing y'all ain't as big as the city. Cause he said, Buffalo's murder rate
Right.
would be Chicago's murder rate.
Exactly.
He's like, y'all city is wild. Like if y'all was any bigger,
Right.
it'd be over. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not something to be proud of. I done lost friends. I done had friends lose friends. Every summer we lose somebody to the violence. You know what I mean? I done had to bury 13-year-old little dudes. You know what I mean? Word. We got to bury. You know what I mean? Every summer we burying somebody because of this shit. So it's not. I mean, some of it you can't avoid though.
Right.
So it is what it is. But you gotta love where you from, man. I'm proud to be from Buffalo. You know what I mean?
Love where you from. Stop all that fake ass, half ass shit.
Wow, man.
Love where
And
you
that's
from.
Buffalo, period.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing a lot of people ask me, like, yo, you always repping the West, like the East ain't gonna fuck with you because of that. You know what I mean? And I try to tell them, like, I've been doing this downtown, fuck with me. You know what I mean? I know people from TGs, you know what I mean? All that, all around there, down Swan. They always fuck with me, you know what I mean? Because, and this is exactly what they told me, you act how you supposed to act.
Right.
You act like a West Side nigga. You rep the West when you
Right.
with a bunch of downtown niggas. You know what I mean?
What I'm supposed to do.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, it's not, I don't rep the West because I don't got no love for the East. I know mad people in the East. I fuck with the
I
East.
am what I am. I dig it
I'm
all
from the
way.
West, you feel me? So, but, we do this shit for Buffalo, period. We just, when I decided to actually start rapping, S-Pro was the only voice for the West Side.
Right.
And you know, S-Pro, I'm the only voice for my hood. You know what I mean? Maryland Trenton, I'm the only voice other than you got Shane Grams for his projects.
No doubt.
But right after Shane Grams' projects is where I'm from.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I'm down the street from Lakeview. Lakeview's my family. That's all my cousins. And I know everybody. I'm the voice for all of them.
Right.
So I'm a rep. That nigga, oh, you always screaming at Trenton shit.
Right.
Nigga, because it's Trenton. This is where I'm from, baby.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I bet it's screaming
We
that
moved
shit.
it. Like a lot of people don't understand that. We moved different. You know what I mean? In high school, we used to talk mad shit about the lower and the upper.
Man.
Yo, because there's another, in high school, we used to talk mad shit.
Real shit.
You know, because the upper motherfuckers was getting money early. You know what I mean? You was getting money in the lower too, but the upper had way more people.
Yeah.
You know, so we used to always talk shit, but the lower's always been that grimy ass feel.
Right.
Like you walk through there, it's like zombie land.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
5-6 fiends to every nigga out there. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Man, the lowest
different
home,
fields.
though, man.
yeah, lower home, you know what I mean? But
That's home, dude.
you know what I mean? Shout out to the upper. I go through the upper, dude. I be meeting dudes I ain't never met before. Like I be all through the West. You know what I mean?
Real life, man.
All the
If you're
time.
a real nigga, you could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I be all through the East.
Yeah, you know that's another part of the story that people be missing, man. You know,
Word.
if you real, man. I don't care where you go. You go to Beirut, Istanbul, you go to Buffalo, Wyoming.
Listen,
You know
we
what
was
I'm saying?
in Ohio. I went to Bone Thugs and Harmonies.
Come on.
First thing they said when we hopped out, we was hanging up posters. They said, "Yo, it's about a group of 10 people on, you know, just like us, chilling on the block."
Right.
We turned around like, "What's poppin'?" We had a corner store doing this shit.
Right.
He like, "Y'all from New York, ain't y'all?" We like, "Yeah, we from Buffalo, New York." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Cause ain't too many Spanish niggas around here."
Come on.
You know what I
Real
mean?
shit.
Ain't too many Spanish niggas around here. We
Yeah.
chopped it up with them.
Right.
Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. And you know what it too? I'm like that because of my pops, man. Shout out to my pops. My pops took me to mad different places. My pops go to every hood and every place. Yo, I'm not shitting. Wherever we go, he go to every hood. Like my pops is like just too hood for his own
Right, I
good.
got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
People that know me gonna see this and laugh and they gonna be like, he dead right. Like,
Yeah.
you heard about Lenovo's getting robbed? You heard about that?
Uh-huh.
My pops is the one that chased the nigga down here.
Come on.
Beat him up.
He had
and
a
shit.
burner.
The nigga had a burner. My pops beat him up. and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like that because of him. Like, I ain't worried about going nowhere. You know what I mean? You don't go nowhere starting no shit. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. You know what I mean? Now you go over there. You know, dudes don't humble themselves. Dudes be too gangster. They go over there. Oh man, I'm about to go over here. Man. I've been in the hoods. I've been to the east and the west side of Rochester. You know what I mean? Like over there, don't nobody know me.
Right.
They taking me to places where I got chains on, you know what I mean? I'm doing all this. I can eat, nigga can eat. It don't take nothing for somebody to, you know, run up on you.
Right.
Especially if you're not in your own hood. But I just be with them boys you're supposed to be with when you go to them places. You know what I mean? And it's all love. And that's like that everywhere, man. You can't be scared of nothing. You know what I mean?
I wish I could talk like that, but the feds watching.
What? What we talking about?
No, I'm talking about my side of things.
Oh, your side of things? Nah.
I ain't even gonna get into that.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to
shout out,
everybody in
man.
Buffalo. Shout out the city.
The whole city, man. East side, what it do, man?
Future, I see you, man. Keep grinding with
Yeah,
that. Somebody lying.
Future about to come show love at this video we got, man.
Yeah,
And
Future always show. He did the design for us.
Yeah.
The WEUP design, he the one that did it.
he put that we up logo together. That shit came out, man.
And shout out to these you old ass niggas need to stop hating on me, B. Y'all niggas is stealing everything. My style, my hairdos. Y'all niggas just want to be me. Y'all niggas is too old. Y'all niggas is washed up. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Very wrong.
Trenton that, fuck the other side.
That's what it is. We got some bars and we ain't even gonna give them to them.
Oh, give me some bars. It's like, it's like, when you broke, nigga, everybody love you. You get money, they smile, but they really mean fuck you. When I'm hotter than these dudes you choose to look up to, it's a problem in my goons will move and soon touch you. I see the envy and the hate in your eyes. You waiting to decide to ride, nigga, face your demise. You fake so you hide, cause what you've been creating is lies. I'm breaking your pride. I see the snakes that hate on my rise. Lies is what they spread when I'm the topic of the conversation. Gossip when they conversate and stop, it's just nauseating. Tell the doubters I proved I could do numbers. Dudes is confused or lose to a newcomer. Me, I switched my moves and came with a new come up in that fifth stay tough. You fucked if you do run up. So run up and end up getting laid down. The game need new blood, nigga. It's our day now. We up.
We up.
That's what it is, people.
Yeah.
MuscleStation.com. Go ahead and give them your links one more time and where they can check you
Product
out.
716, everything.
Yep.
Facebook, you gotta spell it out. Everything else is just regular Product 716, no spaces.
You already know what it is, nigga. Been there with 716 Twitter account, nigga. Holla at your boy.
Yo, like I said, shout out to the city. Y'all boys get at me.
That's what it is, people.
East side, west side, stand up.
MuscleStation.com, Substation Live, Chat Money. We up. We out here.